And one of the things that I felt most appreciated is the languages that World Missionary
Mm.
Press had put out. I think at least maybe over 300.
Almost 400.
Wow.
Right?
348.
There you go,
Oh.
348.
Because when we go to different country and we sure don't speak that many languages, and even between tribes they have their dialect and different things. So we go to the place and we say, oh, we need this kind of language, and it's so available at World Missionary Press, and that really is a big help because many countries we go to, we don't speak the language, but the booklets really just able to minister.
Yeah, they're like missionaries themselves, they keep on
So
ministering.
that is a great thing.
So we also had the opportunity to. We were 15 years in China and Macau and Hong Kong. We went on an outreach trip with some other missionaries, and we were in speedboats with ski masks on, and we went up the Mekong River from Thailand through Burma and Laos, and we got to China with Bibles and these booklets, and we put the booklets into baggies with candy and so forth, and then raised our ski mask and waved, and they saw, oh, these people are different. And so we threw them the bags with booklets in it, and people came running out from Laos. It's actually pronounced Lao and Burma to get these booklets. We broke 3 propellers getting up the Mekong with that trip, but it was such an eventful thing. We saw these occasions where people were reaching out. I mean, every hand is open, and we put $5 in each one. I'm just kidding. We just give them out, and crowds come and, there was one occasion where for the pro-democracy observation of the memoriam, what do you call that? The commemoration of the June 4th massacre that happened in '89. We got married 3 weeks before that massacre in China, and we were in China when it happened. But June 4th, 1989, the commemoration of that occasion of that massacre, I've gone several times alone just to stand at the outside of the crowd. The 55,000 people sometimes, and maybe more, and even in the pouring rain, with a sign that said free booklet about freedom. And so I would stand there, and a whole crowd would gather around me to receive the booklets. So, just to be in season, out of season, have the booklets in your pockets. That's why I got really hooked on this and can't stop. And so pray for me. But we will always do this. It's such a blessing.
Yeah. And the greatest blessing is that World Missionary Press, they send out for free, right?
Yeah.
And we receive boxes and boxes of these booklets for free, and it really, it's a big help.
They're available because somebody gave for the printing cost, and then gave for the shipping cost, and then we have them, and it's like Christmas to us. Yes. So we get a hand truck, and we've got stacks of these booklets, and then we take them up and down stairways and through buses and trains, and we've got them. And if we didn't have them, if we had to come up with the money or something, we might slow down on that. So because they're available, then we're able to take them freely and toss them to crowds of people, and so we appreciate them so much. It was just like a feeling like Christmas all the time. Yes. And along those lines about taking the booklets everywhere, really we have so many stories, but another story is like this. We were on elephants in Thailand. If you ever get a chance, to take an elephant ride. So sometimes the driver, the mahout, can get off the elephant and let you take the reins, so to speak. You just get on the elephant's head and ride the thing. So I did that, and I was told, I passed out a booklet to the driver, and he said, throw one, I guess that's what he said, throw one behind you, and the elephant behind us, and with more missionaries, would pick it up. And that's what happened. I threw it, and it spun around aerodynamically and landed on the ground, and the elephant picked it up with his trunk and handed it to the driver behind us, and he was going along reading the booklet like this. You don't get to do that in your neighborhood, do you? But anyway, you get on a plane. How you just get on a plane and you go. People say, well, I got to feel called, but I say I wasn't called. I know a lot of people, they take vacations and you don't pray about, Lord, do we go to Disneyland or not? You just go. And so when you go, wherever you go, if you don't hand the booklets, you leave them wherever you go. And so we've left them in thousands of places. We didn't see who picked it up. God only knows who that is. But we're not about to leave this area just because we didn't actually hand it to somebody. Leave it wherever we go and seed the ground, because we're sowers. We're Johnny Appleseed of missions. And so this is Wendy. I'm Indy. So we can't stop, and we're blessed to do this. There's so many more stories. Let me finish with this one. When I went to China my first time, and then I really got hooked. Not only meeting the pastor that spent 18 years in prison for his faith and smuggling Bibles with him, not only the young man that said, I start churches, but on another occasion, I was in Beijing train station, and it looks like something out of Siberia, this train station. And I'm sitting down, I saw crowds everywhere, thousands everywhere, but these monks, not monks, but these guys, and I passed out many booklets to monks, Buddhist monks. I mean, wow, I can tell you stories, but in this occasion, there's a lot of these bearded, like shepherds or something from Urumqi, from northern China. And I saw them on the ground. I don't know Chinese, but let's go for it. So I sat down with them on the ground, and then I said, he loves you. And they were all stroking their beards. Yeah, I can understand this. And then I said, and you pray, and he hears you. And they, yes. So then I passed out the booklets and then ran. But so we should take every opportunity, share the words of life, and share the words of hope. What I do in China is I say, 这本书非常好。你读一下好吧？我们的上帝爱你们。这本书告诉你我们的生活是什么意思。他要给我们真正的希望，真正的爱，真正的生命。所以读一下好吧？以后你明白。他是谁？他爱你。再见。So that's what I learned to do in China. Thailand is another challenge. Burma, we haven't got that yet. So thank you for praying, and thank you, World Missionary Press, for the many blessings that you've granted to us by being able to be sowers of the seed. Johnny Appleseeds for Jesus. Amen.